YouTube, how's it going? Flag 1122, back again, smoking my Stanwell Regal, number 217. Kind of a horn shape, nice flame grain there. Had this pipe for a couple years, great smoker. Stanwell's always good pipe. Smoking some Squadron Leader, I'm smoking a lot of that blend. I love it, it's very sort of pungent English blend, very sticky, very earthy. It's good. I like the European English blends. They just seem like they pack a little bit more punch. Anyway, I'm going to do something kind of new for you today. I'm going to put this pipe down, stop smoking for a little bit, heaven forbid. I'm going to do another music review. I know I've done a couple music reviews in the past, but I'm decided on a new format. A couple times a month, maybe more, maybe less. I'm going to do classic pop. I'm going to show you some of the CDs I love, introduce you to some bands that I love, mostly 80s bands, 80s groups. If you're not familiar with them, you've probably heard of them, but maybe you haven't given them a chance. And I've decided for the inaugural episode to do the Pet Shop Boys. I know right now I lost all my subscribers. But anyway, no. Pet Shop Boys, you know, aren't insipid. They aren't throwaway. It's not throwaway 80s pop. Everybody knows West End Girls. You know, it's a classic. It's their number one song. And it's the song they'll probably be remembered for. You know, when the Pet Shop Boys fade away into the great heaven for pop bands. But it's a lot more than you might imagine. I know there was a lot of 80s synth duos. There was OMD, Erasure comes to mind. But for my money, Pet Shop Boys is number one. Lyricist Neil Tennant writes all the songs, sings the songs, and programmer, man behind the scenes, Chris Lowe. Both of them from Northern England. One's from Newcastle, one's from Liverpool. They meet up in London, and I think about 1984, 85, and form the Pet Shop Boys. And this is their first release. This is Please. It has West End Girls, it has Suburbia, Opportunities, Why Don't We Live Together, some really classic hits from the Pet Shop Boys, and a really strong first release. It's not the CD that introduced me to the Pet Shop Boys. That was a CD called Very in the 90s. Of course, I discovered them through Very and went back and bought their back catalog and bought their best of. If you want to check out the Pet Shop Boys, you can buy several best of compilations. And some are good and some aren't so good. But this wouldn't be a bad place to start either, because it does have West End Girls, the one that everybody knows and loves. 2 Divided by Zero, the number one track, is also really a fantastic song. It's just good dance pop music, but there's more to the Pet Shop Boys. It's not, like I said, it's not insipid, it's not throwaway. If you dig down deep, you're going to find some kind of profound lyrics, you know. And there's a lot of songs that, you know, not necessarily on this first release, but when you move on into releases like, you know, a couple releases down, you get into Behavior territory, and some of their later releases, you know, you really listen to the lyrics, you're getting a history lesson through Mr. Tennant. He's a clever guy. And I always loved Chris Lowe. Besides being an electro genius, programming genius, he was just so cool with the sunglasses and hat, you know. And it was just cool. You got the kind of flamboyant man out in front of everybody, the lead man singing with Neil, and you had Chris on the keyboards, very stoic, very cold, very robotic, very much like Gary Newman. But anyway, Pet Shop Boys, please, you know, their first album, and I would say please check them out, give them a chance. You know, not all 80s music is throwaway. Like I said, I'm a big lover of 80s music, and I'll be doing a lot more of these 80s reviews. I also have the West End Girls single LP release from the Pet Shop Boys. Really cool. I love this. This has got the extended dance version of West End Girls. I'm playing the song West End Girls right now, and probably right now in some diner in like Boise, this is playing on the Endless 80s station, and this is what they're going to be remembered for. A lot of people, modern people, will cite their influence, Pet Shop Boys being one of their influence. I know if you're into the old Lady Gaga thing, she loves Pet Shop Boys, and Brendan Flowers from The Killers cites Pet Shop Boys as a big influence. Kanye loves Pet Shop Boys. they've been around for a long time, 30 years. They'll be releasing their 12th studio album, I think it's the 12th, this June, called Electric. You should check that out. I love the band. I love Chris and Neil. I hope they go for another 30 years after this. That'd be their 60th anniversary. God, that'd be amazing. 100 years old making Pet Shop Boys music. Anyway, guys, my inaugural episode for Classic Pop. Get back to my classic pipe here that has probably gone out. Hell yeah, it has. Anyway, I'm going to listen to some Pet Shop Boys. I'm going to chill out. Pet Shop Boys. You gotta love them, you know, and look at the haircuts. It's just fabulous. Anyway, guys, that's all from me. Cheers and out.